It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.
And now the host, Calvin Logan.
Hey everybody, it's your host Calvin Logan, and welcome to the Logan Power Show, where we uplift voices, elevate purpose, and spotlight future world changers. Today's guest is a living example of excellence on the field, in the classroom, and in his community. He is a Gates Millennium Scholar, a multi-sport athlete, and the pride of Cross High School. He didn't just play the game, he dominated. He didn't just show up to class, he led. And he's not stopping anytime soon. Let's give a big welcome to a young man on a mission, Mr. Karmello Jones. What's going on, Mr. Jones?
What's up? What's up? I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Absolutely. I'm doing great, doing fabulous, sir. Just want to get into a couple of things. I know your time is valuable. We want to shift into some things with you. Let's start big. When you found out you won the Gates Scholarship, what was your reaction? Walk us through that moment.
Okay, so when I won the scholarship, it happened at nighttime. So I was thinking about this. I had did an interview like a couple weeks prior. So just having that on my mind and just sitting and waiting and waiting. And finally, when I received the notification, it was an email. So when it hit my phone, I checked it. It said TTSG. It said congratulations. I gotta tell everybody else, I didn't even have to read anything after that. Once it says congratulations, I just started screaming because I knew I had received it. So at that point, I was on the couch because it was just after my ACL surgery. So my dad had ran around there making sure I was okay and I ain't had hurt nothing. And I was like, no, I just got my scholarship. This is a really big accomplishment. I put a hard work into a lot of work over my senior year. So it was definitely something that started at the beginning before football season even started. And I finally get it right before the end of the school year. So having that whole process and just having a whole year long, just waiting process and just trying to get everything together and finally have it put out in front of me is just a really big goal and accomplishment I got.
You're spot on, sir. Just talking about football. Now let's talk about football. You led your team to a state title, scored 39 touchdowns. What was fueling you during this season on your senior year?
Just knowing that it's my last ride and knowing it's my last ride with the guys and just understanding the full cusp of this is your last goal, this is your last ride, this is your last thing you have to do. And just seeing that we have a real big shot to build a really good program in the future. So just being able to just lay the foundation work for these younger guys to just come in and see that it's possible that just putting in hard work and just trying to lead them and just trying to be teach them to be great people, not just on the field, but also off of it. So just knowing that I have people like that around me and I know that we really could make a state championship push with them group of guys, just having them behind me and just support and them just accept my leadership and allowing me to lead them, that's what really just pushed us and put us over the edge.
You can tell your leadership is very felt. The community backed you. Just recently, about a couple months back, in the month of October, November, you tied the school record for the most touchdowns in one football game. Almost about to break the record because if the coach had left you in, you probably would have did it and would have made a difference. But your top 5 of your class while juggling football, wrestling, and track. What's your secret sauce for balancing all that?
Just understanding the whole process and knowing that knowledge is powerful and understanding that knowledge can take you places that sports cannot. So just really putting my academics and just trying to gain all this knowledge, like reading books now, even after school, just constantly reading, trying to learn new things and just reinvent myself every day, just striving to be the better, just trying to beat the yesterday version of myself, trying to do things differently and better. So say if I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, I'll try to wake up 6 o'clock the next morning. So really just knowing and understanding what it takes and how the process is going to unfold and develop in front of you, and just having the people around you to support me and push me through it, and understanding that seeing me really trying to make these big leaps and bounds and differences in my life just to create good energy and vibes for everybody around me. So just really understanding and knowing how the process is going about, having people to walk me through it, and just being able to just really live my life to the fullest and understand, be better each and every day.
Absolutely, sir. Uh, we talk about character, community, and culture. You come from a family with strong ties across high school. What does it mean to represent your school and your family?
I mean, it's just a blessing, and it's because I mean, I was always the quiet kid. I never really put myself out there. I always sat in the back, just trying to get my work done, head down, and really not make a big scene, just stay out the way. I really just try not to bother people. But seeing that I really just I have to take the leap forward, and I have to be in the spotlight to just reach my goals and achieve the things I want to, and just being comfortable with knowing myself and knowing how I got to operate in this world. Really, that's just what's really helped me. And of course, then people who's got really strong ties to cross, like my father who graduated from there, and I got a bunch of aunts, uncles, cousins, still even now that's all graduated. So just understanding that I gotta just really put forth effort and be the change and difference in people's lives, and just break the generational cycles and curses, and just knowing, having the knowledge just to try to give it to other people too.
Yes, sir. We can tell that you have a good, strong family background. It's really paying off. I've heard you say in interviews you want someone younger, some younger students can look up to you and your tutelage. Why is that important to you to have younger people look up to you?
Because I've seen these younger kids just have way more potential than I have. Just seeing the potential that these kids have that's greater than my own, and knowing that they can achieve things and be great. So, and just not waste any opportunities, and just give them the same opportunities that people bless me with. Whereas like people came around, and if I know I got into certain things earlier, if I put forth effort earlier, that I could have a way better opportunities and bigger chances. Not saying I don't have any now, but just saying that them little things could make a really big difference on people's lives. So just trying to inspire these kids and just lead them onto the right path. Because I see a lot of them really just not really caring and really focusing on how their work is and how school is. But I'm just really trying to get them focusing. Hey, you put in the hard work for 3 years, your senior year will go by pretty smooth. I'm just saying that from representation. So really just them understanding that they have more athletic potential than me, they have more academic potential than me, and they even have more spiritual and mental potential than me, just because they're younger, and I'm just trying to just give them the keys to just see that in themselves so that they can become the best person that they can.
Absolutely, sir. You're speaking the truth. We know you guys went to the University of South Carolina where you plan to major in sports management and sports medicine. What sparked your interest in that direction?
What really sparks my interest is playing sports. Like, I'm a really big sports guy. It don't matter what sport it is. I'll sit down and I'll watch it. I'll understand. I'll learn the rules. I'll learn the history behind it. I'll learn the best players, the worst players. I'll just sit down and really try to understand it. So just the whole aspect of understanding how the sports industry works and how the different things work along the money lines, the people, the relationships, and just learning how to manage everything. And also, because of my injury, I injured myself during the North South All Star game. So just seeing that, just trying to have a better idea of creating equipment to not only help with injuries, but also prevent them. Prevent injuries is one of the biggest things I'm for and advocating to, especially because I'm injured. So just having the knowledge and the know-how and just putting forth of that into the world and try to create something great is really just a big goal of mine.
You mentioned yourself getting injured, and we know the University of South Carolina is SEC football. Do you see yourself walking on and having the opportunity to fulfill that dream? I know you play wrestling. We talk about track and field. You're very good there. You're elite in all three sports, and football is something that you have broken a lot of records. Do you see yourself taking another leap of faith besides academically being sound, but saying, "Hey, I'm going to pursue this thing that I've had so much fun throughout my high school career and playing football?
I would lie if I said that it wouldn't be a really big goal and really big dream of mine. But I understand that the hard work and the talent and the luck and all that's combined into each other and that has to go along with each other. So of course, I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready to get into it. That's what my life is about. It's all about struggle, hardship, and just trying to overcome the challenges that I put forth in front of myself. So that is definitely a big goal of mine. It is a dream of mine and it's something I will take forth and try to achieve.
Yes, sir. You also mentioned yourself that you mentioned wanting to innovate safer sports gear or work in the NFL or NBA one day. What would success look like that for you in that lane?
Success wouldn't mean anything for me personally if it isn't at the top of anything that I do. So just being at the top of any sport, so being the most dominant sports agent, creating the most dominant sports equipment, being the number one, being number two isn't really on my list. So just really trying to be out there and dominate in anything that I do, any facet, and really trying to just live my dream till its fullest. So I see myself as, say, if I make it to the NFL, which is a small, slim chance, I see myself dominating, being an all pro, being a Pro Bowl. Say if I make it as a sports agent, I see myself leading through with some of the highest paid contracts in the industry, having some of the top athletes rated, even though some athletes don't even get agents just because they're trying to keep some money. I would be one of them agents where they want me on their side so they can get even more money and they wouldn't have a problem paying me. Or seeing myself dominate the sports equipment industry, creating cleats that don't slip under turf, creating ankle braces, knee braces, shoulder pads, helmets that prevents concussions, keep the bodies just healthy, strong, and create players that just live for a long time and break records. That's what I want to see.
It seems to me, young man, your longevity, your future is well bright, and you got yourself that you're saying is more than just football. So let's talk about more than just football. When it's all said and done, when we say your legacy, the life that you live, what do you want people to remember about you most when it's all said and done and you have fulfilled the checklists that you're talking about right now in your life?
I want people to look back and see that he was really that I was a really important person in their life, not just important in a monetary aspect or just that they need me. Just seeing that even the small things that I do in their life that just give them inspiring hope and just allow them to become better. Because my whole thing is, I mean, I'm gonna be great on my own. I know that. I know that I have the potential to be great, and I just have to put in the work. So just having other people see that within themselves, have them to be great, and just have other people just really get on board and get on track to just stay away from all the negativity. Because if everybody does great, then there's no negativity to go spread around. That's what I see myself as, and leaving a legacy where people can look up to and really trying to live that same life and step in them same shoes and follow that same path and be a path of greatness, legacy, leave something my kids can behold and my grandkids can behold and the kids after that. And they're just have a whole legacy and generation and bloodline. Make my name something proud. Have it just placed around everywhere and having people proud to be saying that they come from my lineage.
Yes, sir. Looking at your academic, were there any specific teachers, mentors, or moments that helped you push through academically while at Cross High School?
I'll definitely say it was my dual credit classes. That was really the first time in my life leading up to it where it was like, dang, can I really do this? Where I really questioned myself academically wise. I'm like, I don't think I could do this. This is something hard. I don't know. It was just, I almost gave up on it. I failed a couple of the classes to be real, but just having the know-how and having the teachers that sit me down, I'm like, hey, you're not about to get out these classes that easy. You just about to do this work. You about to be great and you about to get this done. So having teachers like Miss Williams, having people like Mr. Jefferson, Miss Ash, just mentors like that, just be around me every single day and really push me to be great. Miss Vera Johnson, really just those are the real people who helped me along with those just AP and those hard classes within those in these past 2 years. So I'll definitely say those is some of the big names. But I'll say everybody along my journey has been a great help and a great push for me to present this goal and scholarship. So this scholarship is really the representation of the work that they put in towards me, and allowing them to see that their work didn't go to waste and created something great.
Right. Final question, sir. I know your time is valuable. You come from a rural area where they say people like you, they're like diamonds. You got to find them. And some people like yourself may be overlooked. They say, I can't find that person. That person's going to be a breakthrough. But you've seen time and time again, um, people come from backgrounds where the foundation is strong. They may not go to the school everybody else should think they should go to, but they go to a school where they make a difference. How would you speak to this generation now of young athletes in rural schools who feel overlooked and say, for instance, they don't get an opportunity like you have? How would you tell them how to push through and get that opportunity like you?
I mean, that's great. That's a great question, because I'm living with people who has the same problems, who just didn't have the same opportunities, or who had an opportunity and just made a mistake, and that one opportunity got taken away from them, so they don't have another one. So my message to them would be, don't sweat it too much. Your opportunity is coming. Your time is coming. I thought I wouldn't have any opportunities. I didn't have a football offer, but just sitting back, being ready, being prepared, and be prepared when it's your time to step up, because your name will get called, and make the most of it. Be talented, shine when it's your time to be bright, and don't let nobody tell you nothing. When people hate when people do great. So just stay to yourself, work hard, and make a difference in your life. Be the person that you can control. Everybody has own control over their life, so make sure you control your life to the best of your ability.
Well, you heard it first live at the Logan Power Show. Karmello Jones, more than just an athlete. This is an educated young man. He's good in the classroom, outside the classroom, and a leader of his community. Remember this young man again. It's not how you start in life, but how you finish. We pray heaven's best for him. I want y'all to encourage him. Let him know that God has a plan for him, and he'll never, never fail as long as he keeps him first. Hey, that's all the time I got. My name is Calvin, the Logan Power Show, nationwide, worldwide. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.